Hello everybody, nice to see you all. Hello Plannerets Impromptu Live. I'm going to be setting up my Hobonichi weeks, which is my content planner, and we're going to go live at the same time on Instagram. So wherever you are watching me at the moment, make sure to say hello. If you're on YouTube, pop a hello in the live chat, and of course if you are on Instagram, do the same in the comments section. Nice to see you. So an impromptu live we're doing today, like I said, setting up in my Hobonichi weeks, which I am using as my content planner, writing down what I need to do on a day-to-day basis on the different things. So then that way I'm a little bit more organized with the content that I am setting. Hello, Enchanting Journal, saying hello on the Instagram. Thank you so much for saying hello. I appreciate you being here. So whether you can stay with me for the duration of this planner setup, fantastic. If not, come back later. I will pop this back on replay on Instagram as well as on YouTube. So we're going to get going because it's still school holidays here. I'm in Sydney, Australia. The start of the school year doesn't happen until the end of January, beginning of February. So everyone's still sleeping in. Hello, Christina. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you being here. So we're going to get started. So I wasn't going to purchase, but I succumbed. I folded. I purchased the Hobonichi weeks in this gray sort of like, I think it's like a linen fabric. I already had the cover for it from the previous year, and so what I'm using it for is for my weekly content on Instagram, on YouTube, my blog post, sending out my newsletter, and of course my Shopify for my planner insert printable download. And then each and every day I have certain things that I want to achieve to ensure that I'm staying consistent. And so I started this on technically started it on Sunday the 22nd of December. And so here I'm going to zoom in a little bit more when we get down to each and every section. So then I've got these stickers here are digital stickers that I printed and cut with my silhouette cutting machine. They are from Square Lime Design. This video is not sponsored, although I do have an affiliate link which I'll pop, I think in the YouTube description. I do have it in there, the link as well as a discount code. So I printed it out, cut it with my silhouette cutting machine on sticker backed paper. So this was December 23rd to the 29th. For those of you who have hung around me for a while, you know I love just really color, rainbow color. It's easy. I don't have to think about coordinating anything. So really an easy thing. So Monday the 30th to January the 5th. I love putting at the bottom here sort of like positive affirmation, and of course it's a great way to fill up the space. So first, I manage my time effectively, start with one specific step, focused, capable, unstoppable. Yes, that's what I am for this year in 2025 with my content creations. Thank you, Christina. Christina is loving my nails. Yes, so I thought I would go and do some different I have so many different gel nail polish colors. So these are the Opalac gel nail polish. I'll make sure to pop that link in the description later after the live stream. So just, yeah, sometimes, you know, playing around with different colors and, you know, get inspired on Pinterest and the different colorways and people just using different color on each nail. Thank you for noticing, Christina. All right, so we have last week, was it last week? Yes, Monday the 6th to the 12th of January. So here we are. So I have my Hobonichi weeks in my Travelers, what is this? TN, Travelers Notebook, is that what it is? Travelers Company in the regular size. Is that the name of it? geez, brain fog coming in today. It is actually at 2 o'clock in the afternoon here on a Tuesday, and I have had my lunch, or have I had my lunch? No, I haven't had my lunch. I had a nice sleep in today. So in the traveler's notebook in the regular size here, and then I have 2 pen loops, so one for the Koretake Z Clean color dot markers. Hello Mary Ellie, nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining me. Yes, a nice standard size. Thank you Planner 76, thank you. So in the regular traveler's notebook, and then at the back. So I think in beginning of 2024, I went on a binge shop of different planners, traveler's notebook, Hobonichis, bought all the different accessories, and my bank balance was saying, stop it, stop doing that. But I'm so glad I did, because then this year for 2025, I have all the things handy for the things that I need. So in the regular size, and then inside I just have a little pocket slip, and I have some sticky tabs that I bought from Amazon. And let's pop that in there. I think I mentioned this last time. This is a printout. So I have the Canva Pro, so the paid version. If you pop in a photo of yourself, and in one of the apps, I think you can animate yourself, and then this is what it popped out, which is pretty cute. So I thought I'd print it to size of this traveler's notebook slip pocket, and then printed at one side, and at the back I just printed some lines, so then it's not just blank there. This is the craft paper slip pocket, and this is where I have all the digital stickers that I have printed. So I made some bunting dates on my Procreate iPad, and then I have the Hobonichi Weeks digital stickers, like I said, from Square Lime Design, and I think I'm going to be using the ice cream themed one because it is summer here in Australia, so I thought befitting. And then of course these are pretty much, you know, my colorings, the pinks and the teal or aqua, so I'm going to pop that aside because that's what I'm going to use for the weekly setup. But the other themes are clouds. What else is in there? I think this one is the pastel colors, and then there is the Polaroid set as well. So Christina's Square Lime Designs. Let me see, I think I have that. Let me see if I can pop that in Square Lime Design. I think, let's see, that should be in the chat right now, the link as well as my code if you wanted to get 10% off. Again, this is not a sponsored post. I just love her stickers, and then I can print as many as I like, and then I customized it this size, so I moved it around in my Silhouette Studio so then it would fit this dimension, so it would fit in my craft slip pocket, and then it's easy, and then I moved them around so that they fit in nicely, and I can print as much as I want in one set. Okay, what else do I have in here? I think that's it. So let's pop that back in there. And then this one, I think this notebook blank one came with the traveler's notebook, so I just keep that handy to take notes. So I normally use it for my brainstorm on, you know, the different type of thumbnail pictures that I want to put for my YouTube and some other things that I need to do. And then we have the Hobonichi Weeks in the middle, and then I think this one is a little bookmark. Where did I buy this from? I bought this from Kunikonoya, which is a Japanese retail store. I think they're an international company, so again, I'll pop that in the link. And then I printed a couple of notebooks for myself, the running to-do list. So if and when I do get quite overwhelmed with all the tasks and to-dos that I have for my content creation, what I normally just do is just scrap all the weekly planning, just pop down my tasks and to-dos on one sheet, and then work through them, and then I assign them to the particular day that I would like to action them. So my running to-do list is a helpful sheet for me to stop the overwhelm and the anxiety by just keeping everything on one place. So good news, I haven't had to use it yet, so which means I haven't been that anxious or overwhelmed yet. But 14 days into the new year. And then the other notebook I have is just I've created a little iPhone template, and then just the hook and the song. So if I do see any reels on Instagram or shorts on YouTube that I think, oh, I can use that type of video and make it so then it's planner related, and then I put a cute little illustrations on the things that I want to do. This one, I think it's one of those snapping fingers video, and then of course, and then I take notes, so then that way I remember them, and then when I am racking my brain for ideas on what type of videos to create, I've got that handy. And then the other side of the craft, a little slip note, I just have a Filofax ollie clip, magnet ollie clip, and I just have a few different post-it notes here and a weather sticker. Again, this is a square line design, so the weather icons, I printed it so then it will print. So you can see there's the back of the sticky paper. I printed it so then I can staple it in the middle, and it's a nice cute little notebook, just sits in there, and the ollie clip keeps them all together. And then the back of this clear pocket is a zip pocket, and then I just have different sticky note flags that I don't use because I just buy these things because I find them pretty, and then I don't find much use for them until I go better use up those tools. So what I'm going to do today, I'm just going to remove the Hobonichi Weeks out of the Traveler's Notebook so I have a flat surface to work with. So let me know, where are you tuning in from? That way, like I said, I am here in Sydney, Australia, and it is currently 2 p.m. Oh, I'm trying to zoom in so then you can see it. And let's look at the first week. So I'm going to be using the Hobonichi Weeks ice cream sticker from Square Lime Designs. So Christina says, my nails super cute and colorful. Mary Ellie says, I like that notebook smartphone idea. Yeah, so it's just, if you are a content creator, sometimes you'll come across some really great reels and shorts that may not even be related to your niche or your topic, but then hey, how can you do something similar for my content, for my niche, and that way it doesn't slip your brain like it does with mine. Hello Natalie, how are you? I love your job, it's really beautiful. Oh, thank you so much, I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to get started. Again, this is the ice cream themed Hobonichi Weeks. I'm going to grab my precision tweezers to help me place them a little bit better and nice and straight on the page. So bear with me while I zoom in a little bit closer, so then that way we can see things clearly. I just saw someone hit the thumbs up. Thank you so much. And of course, if you are liking what you see, don't forget to double tap or like, and of course share it with planner friends. That way, sharing is caring. All right, let's go. So I'm going to go through the days of the week, and so the silhouette cutting machine that I have, it has what they call kiss cut. So kiss cut just means it kisses, so very lightly, cuts around the shape of the sticker, but not the backing paper. As you can see, if it little focus, it doesn't cut the backing paper. So you can do this. I do have the silhouette cutting machine as well as the Cricut. I don't use the Cricut as much. I bought the Cricut cutting machine more so for cutting my fabric and felt when I used to make handmade dolls. And so, but I'm so used to the silhouette Studio and all, you know, the interface and knowing exactly where all the different buttons are. Although I'm sure if and when I do take more the time to learn, you know, the Cricut design software that comes along with the Cricut machine, I'm sure I'm able to do that as well. But for the moment, already short of time, so I'm going to stick with the silhouette cutting machine. I've had it since 2011, I think. It's very old. I have, you know, the blade is not the blade is not sharp anymore, but hey, it still does what I need it to do. Hello, Liz. How are you? Thank you so much for tuning in from California. It's currently 7:12 p.m. Nice of you to join me. I appreciate it so much. Yes, that's right. Liz. Thank you, Marielle, for noting down. Are you okay over there? Are you in the, you know, caught up in the LA fires? I hope not. And if you or your family are, thinking of you and making sure you are keeping safe. Yeah, so that's, yeah, some really sad news coming through for that. All right, so this is the Hobonichi Weeks horizontal layout. I've set out the days of the week stickers, and then I'm just going to write down the dates. So already it is Tuesday, so I'll just fill this in. So yesterday was the 13th, and then what you can do, if you are just using, you know, normal ink, normal pen, but then you want to create a bolder font or bolder effect, then all you got to do is just, you know, make it thicker. So then that way it just stands out. And now you've created your own typography. Isn't that fantastic? So yeah, so I'm going to see if I can do this correctly. Writing and talking sometimes can prove difficult, and I want to make sure that I don't write the wrong date. I have done that. I think I created a reel last week and I had put the wrong date range at the top, but that's okay. It's okay to make mistakes, because you either have the correction tape, or you have, you know, you can just take a piece of paper and glue it over, or just use stickers and washi tapes to cover up any mistakes you may have. So there we go. So 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 and 19, and just using good old, this one is the Uniball 0.38 in this cute tiny little barrel. I have it in the orange as well as the this one here, so just so cute. And so that, I think I'll probably will get another one because they are just a cute little pen and handy. All right, so because this is a horizontal weekly layout, my brain works much better when it's sort of like blocked into columns. So as you can see here, I've divided the horizontal layout in half. So I'm just going to grab a Muji pen. What color shall we grab today? Let's grab this teal. So this one will go nicely with that teal color there. So I am using the 0.5 clicker Muji, and then I'm just going to use a ruler. So here's a tip that I got from Mark Your Pages on Instagram, who used to be Men Who Bullet. So Mark, so he does bullet journaling. Now I got this idea, or this tip. So if you are, you know how when you're creating lines and you're putting down lines and then you move your ruler, then because what happens is there's ink that gets transferred from the nib of your pen to the ruler. When you move it, it'll smudge it. So if you can grab yourself a ruler, can you see how that's at an angle? Okay, that side is at an angle, and then this side has a little lip. So then that way it takes it off the page. So when you're ruling your pages, you still may sometimes get a little bit of smudge depending on, you know, how much ink is on the nib of your pen. But if you actually face the ruler that has, I guess, a beveled or an angled edge like this, so don't put the flat surface against the paper, put the angled one. So then when you rule it, see how it won't touch the paper, so when you move it away it's not going to smudge. So that was a good little tip that I got from Mark Your Pages. So what I'll do is I'm just going to divide the horizontal layout in half, and so we'll just mark that, and I'm just going to go by that, the little faint trace of the one behind it. So again, I'm going to lay the edge, angled edge from, so then that way we will see if I am hoping it doesn't smudge the pen ink. Okay, so then that, I love doing dash line. It, you know, yes, it takes a little bit more time to create the dash rather than one bold straight line, but it gives a much different effect to your page. So I always take my, and if you do have any excess ink, just run your finger through that. Can you see? Then there's, so then that way it doesn't smudge on your page. But yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, so the dash line just creates a nice little effect. And even though, yes, it does take a little bit more time, you know, setting up your page, this is when I use this time as a form of self-care, a form of me time. So this, especially if you are finding yourself feeling a little bit overwhelmed, you're feeling a little bit anxious, you know, or whatever the week it will bring for you, this is just a great time for you to slow down your breathing. It's a mindfulness activity. So mindfulness, remember, is just focusing on the now, focusing on the moment in time, the activity that you're doing, not worrying about what's going to happen for the rest of the week, not going to worry about what happened over the weekend or last week. So just really a great, and it's a great sense of self-care. So instead of seeing your planner set up, or, you know, embellishing your page as I have to, it's an opportunity for you to go, woohoo, I get to do that. So really, really good. Okay, let's just quickly have a look at the comments. Mary Ellie, I'm in New York. It's 10:15 here. Oh, getting to be late. Time for bedtime soon. Liz says, yes, I'm safe. Oh, thank you so much. That's so good to hear. Thank you for asking. I'm from Central California, near San Francisco. I'm hours away from Los Angeles, but it is, it's heart-wrenching what's happening to my fellow Californians. Yes, yes. Yeah, wonderful. See, this is what I love about my planner community. That's what I call us here, hanging out with each other, the plannerettes. Sort of like plannerettes, a play on words, as in like either we're new or where it's a playful twist on, you know, taking planning as a joyful and creative activity. So happy you're safe. It's hard to see what's happening there, but so glad it didn't affect you as you're in a different place. Wonderful. I love the community being concerned for each other. Well done, everybody. All right, so that's where I'm at the moment with the stickers for the days of the week. I've added the dates, and then just a little bit close up, I use the Muji colorful gel pen to create the dash line and a border. And then as part of the square lime design sticker kit, she also has the different sort of like washies that you can add to the your page. So I think this is the right size. Let's see, what is this? What is the quote that's at the bottom? I was determined to keep going. I really wasn't much good at anything, you know, but I did think I had the power to stick at something. I was confident in that. That's a nice little little quote there, and that is by I'm going to butcher the name, Hajime Yacho, YouTuber. Hajime Shayo turns 30. So there you go. It's a nice quote, but I'm going to cover it. All right, so let me see. It's hard to to see if it's straight because I can't see it top on. All right, so there's one, and then here's another. I'm going to add that. See, because sometimes my blade isn't as sharp anymore, so I have to sharpen it and maybe make it run through cutting some aluminium foil to sharpen it back, or just get some new ones. But hey, you know, if you can sharpen the tools you currently have, even better. And then there's also a skinnier washi like tape. So this one has ice cream on it, so that's cute. All right, so I'm going to pop that at the top here. So then this just adds a little bit of color, a little bit of fun to your hello. I saw someone pop in, a familiar name pop in. And then so with this one, do I want to cover the January? Did I cover? No, I don't want to cover the January. So I'm going to go and cut off portion of it. Let's see. All right, oops, is that straight? So so the sticker paper that I bought, I think this is just a packing sticker, you know, a shipping label, and this is the Avery. Let's have a look. I'll make sure to pop it in the section below. I bought it at a stationery store here in Australia, Officeworks. So Avery Products is the sticker paper, and it's good because then if you do misplace it on your page, it does well. You know, if you haven't like flattened it well yet, it you can remove it without wrecking the paper. Okay, so that's it for the moment for that side. And then on the other side, I'm going to set out my my habit tracker for the different things that I do. Now I'm going to use this stencil. This is a Chrissy Ann Designs stencil, which is a collab with Katie K Plants, who have now changed her handle name on Instagram. It is now Katie K Living, if you can't find the Katie K Plants. So I think this is the Daily Duo sample. Okay, so it has all these cute little stencils of check boxes, bunting, boxes, more bunting, circle, check box, the lines. You can do dash, and then it's this one here that's, as you can see, gets most used, because that width of that is the perfect width for for the zebra mild liner highlighters. So let's have a look. I'm going to use that, and I'm just going to keep flipping back to the previous week so then I know where it is that I need to go and highlight. So if you just go, now with this one you are going to have to be careful, because when you do highlight it, it's going to, ink is going to, as you can see, transfer onto the stencil. So when you lift it, it might smudge. So just be careful, or if you're okay with it smudging a little bit, then that's fine. So what I do is I align the end to the end of where I want it highlighted, and then I'll just start my highlighting from the position I want it at. So this is the best I can do at lining it without popping my head on the top camera. So let's see. And so if you want to create yourself some nice straight highlighting, this is a good one. Chrissy Ann Designs collab with Katie K Plants, the Daily Duo sample stencil. Okay, so that's that one. What's the next one that I have? So I just color code the different things that I do. So orange things are my YouTube ones, and then yellow, I'm just going to go and see where this is, so then I know here, 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 and here. Okay, so then I know what I'm coloring. So let me know, do you use stencils for your planning? And if so, what type of stencil? So that's a fave, this one. And I also do like my Hobonichi basic stencil. So I do have this in my Amazon store. Let me see. I think it's under favorite stationery tools. So I do have that link in the chat right now. So it's under the stationery tools ideas list in my Amazon US store. And yeah, so it's got the nice jagged edge to help you cut washi tape, and it's got all the different numbers, but I mainly use the check boxes to color in all the tasks that I have completed. And this is who I wanted to say hello to, Lauren, the Jewish Planner Mum. Nice to see you. Yes, it is a cute kit, the Square Lime Designs Ice Cream Hobonichi Weeks cute kit. Natalie says, I want to take your journal book. It's very, very cute and very, very efficient. Yes, I'm hoping it is helping. And actually, it has been very, very helpful with my content creation, at least for the last, few weeks. Look, I don't get everything done. As you can see, there's lots of dashes and not complete. So there you go. There's that little square stencil. I don't get to do everything, but like I always say, it's not about getting everything done 100%. It's about staying consistent. So I might start to see patterns that, I don't get to action those tasks that I have set for myself on Thursdays. I may have to move it on a different week, or maybe I'll omit it from my list. So this doesn't just apply to planner, so content creation tasks. So if you can replace my content creation with the daily tasks you do, whether in your personal life or in your work, if there are some tasks and to-dos that you always don't achieve, it's not that you're not good at them, or that you're lazy, or that you're bad at getting things done. It's just it may not fit into what you're currently doing. So you need to go, if you start to see patterns, you may need to go, maybe I won't do it on a Thursday, maybe I'll do it on a Friday, or maybe it's not something I should be looking at this month. I'll review it again next month. So that's really important for you to know, that if there are tasks and to-dos that you don't get to do all the time, a lot of them may still be important, but you still need to keep putting in there because you need to remind yourself. So really important that, what was I going to say, with Natalie, I hope I'm saying it right, I keep saying Natalie, is that it hopefully can get you a lot more efficient. It may be, you may have to go, gosh, I'm writing this thing day in, day out all the time, but that's what helps you build a better habit. So if any tasks on your to-do list is causing you anxiety or is making you feel overwhelmed, then you just got to go question, is that something that I should put myself through? So take it off. It is your planner. You don't have to have it in there. But then if you say to yourself, you know what, Marianne, it is something important. Let's keep at it. Let's keep putting it in there, week in, week out. And then hopefully something will switch in your brain and go, okay, better make some move and actually action these tasks that I have said is important to me. Okay, so see how this little stencil just creates that nice straight line. Again, I think I'm just trying to see if I did any, that one I didn't use a stencil, and it's still fine because it is such a short line. You can control it by just resting your the bottom of your palm on it nicely, and then instead of your hand moving, move your wrist, and so that hopefully can help you keep a straighter line. But even if it's not, it's still okay. I think we're just sometimes very critical when we are setting up our pages. If we make any mistakes on it, especially when it's a brand new page. You know, you're just you're just setting it up, and any mistake will stand out because it's empty. All right, let's quickly have a look. Lauren says, does it ever bother you when the color coding doesn't match the sticker kit? I struggle with it. No. That is why I am not, because I know for me, if I try and stick with the color coding of whatever sticker or theme that I'm doing, if it does, then I'm pretty much putting anxiety on myself. That's not necessary. It doesn't, if it's more for aesthetic reasons, then, you know, in the scheme of things, you sort of got to ask, is this something that I'm going to put time in to worry about? Of course, we want it to look pleasing. Okay, let me quickly show you how it looks, okay? So, of course, in the rainbow colors, doesn't go with the pink and teal. This is a baby blue and lilac. Again, once you have all your writing, things for the week, that happens on there, in the big scheme of things, yes, it may worry me sometimes. I think you know, some planner setup like my well-being on my A5, you know, I create, let me have a look, let me show you. Let me see if I can swap to the other section. Okay, so this well-being, okay, so I wanted to keep it, I think, I don't know, they might be too small. All right, so let me go back to the other screen. Okay, so, you know, I wanted to keep it this blush pink, which is the blush of the Tombow Jewel brush pen. I had a nice, where is it? All right, so this one is the 772, and then I had the washi tape that I discovered in my stash. I went, oh, that will go perfect. And then I created some bunting dates that even went well. And then I went, okay, and I do have a Kuretake Zig Clean dot marker in that shade as well. But then I went, you know what, I'm gonna have to color this in my rainbow colors, and I'm going to get bored using only one color when I'm dotting my, so in the scheme of things, Lauren, if it's gonna bother you, just have a think, you know, will it matter in 10 minutes? Probably. Will it matter in 10 weeks? No. Will it matter in 10 years? No. So don't spend time worrying about things that, you know, will not move the needle in the big scheme of things. But I know, I do understand what you mean though. I honestly really do, because it's like, oh, that doesn't go anymore, or you know, I don't know about you, if you've like picked up the wrong pink and you just go, that's not the right pink, and I'll just, you know, I may correction tape over it. I might put a white sticker paper over it. But yeah, in the scheme of things, there's, I guess, you know, more bigger things that we can put our effort in. Okay, so hopefully that helps. But I do know that feeling of things aren't matchy-matchy. I do not like that. Hello, Create Scrapbooks. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for being here. And Natalie says, Marianne, will the live be saved? Yes, it will be saved on Instagram. It is also, I am also on YouTube. Am I even on YouTube? I think I am. There are 5 people watching over on YouTube. So, but yeah, so either way, I will post it after. So let me keep going. So where are we? Love that you do what makes you happy. At the end of the day, you know, of course we have some great aspirations. We want to do so many different things that we know, but really, when it comes to, well, you know, at 50, I'm learning that there's certain things that matter for the moment in time. but at the end of the day, really, it's it's us that is only bothered by it. But my thing now is, because I have spent many time wasting time, not just planning, but like we call it, do you guys call it sooking? So sooking, because I'm in Australia, sooking is sort of like pouting and whinging and just giving my family the silent treatment. I have spent so many times wasting time worrying about silly things when I could, looking back, you sort of go, oh, I could have done something else during that time. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So what I'm doing here is I'm just creating little habit trackers for the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Let me just do this, or else I will write the wrong initials. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Oh, okay. So see, all right. This, Lauren, Jewish Planner Mum, is gonna bug me. So let us have a look how I'm going to do this. I am going to see, I could do correction tape, but when I highlight over it, let me see what I can do. Yeah. What can I do? What can I do to fix that? So I started it at the wrong. What am I trying? Where's Marianne? What are you trying to do, Marianne? I'm trying to, so these little excess sticker here, I'm going to see if I can use that to cover. This is correcting things on the go. Let's see what we can do. One breath, Marianne says, "Don't worry about things that don't matter." Yet here I am. So see how when I say I understand you completely, Lauren, with worrying about things that that isn't going to matter in the big scheme of things. So let's see. So what I did there, everybody, is I just used the little excess tape. So that's why I love keeping some of these handy, is sometimes, the correction tape, it might be too thick for the area that you need to cover. So what is it? The correction, sorry, I'm getting all flustered now. The sticker paper. Okay, there you go. It may be a little bit darker, but that's all right, because once we write over it, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that's better. That's better, Marianne. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So yes, the concern is real when it comes to things not going right on our planner page. So, but yeah, you know what? Once that's all covered, once that's all, like, I've written on it, you wouldn't notice anymore. So, getting back to what I was saying before, this is a little habit tracker of the different content that I want to create on YouTube, Instagram, blog, newsletter, and sales. And by having it here, it'll allow me to see patterns. It'll allow me to see what content I haven't maybe uploaded. Let me see, sorry I'm zooming in and out, everybody, but what I have uploaded. And then it'll also, I will be able to see correlation with, okay, I got more Instagram or YouTube followers this week. Oh, well, that's because I, posted more. Or I sold more of my printable download. Oh, well, that's because you created content showcasing your planner pages. So then that way, it's a great motivator for me to, first of all, stay consistent and also see which content is creating most reach, most views, most likes, most engagement. And so this, like I said, I've only started doing this content planning at the last week of December, because I was just you know, ad hocing my content. I was just, you know, sharing content as I went. But this time, or this year, I am saying to myself, let's be more strategic on the type of contents we share. And then that way I am working smarter, not harder. Community posts, Instagram. So then the different type of content, so YouTube, my live stream on Mondays, my video on demand, shorts, community posts, Instagram, reels, posts, carousel, what's this, stories, am I on screen? Yep. Blog, I write my blog, I review it, make sure there's no spelling error, I release it. So I'm very happy to say I have released a blog each week since December 20th. And so since the start of, you know, creating this content planner schedule, promote, pin, write my newsletter, send email, and my Shopify sales. Okay, so there we go. Let's have a look. Sulking, yeah. So yeah, sulking, sooking, yeah. So don't be a sook, Marianne. You know, when you do the pout. Whoops. Let's you just go. Well, like a baby, you know, a big baby. Oh, this is really, you know, you kids, you husband, you're annoying me, and then I give them the silent treatment. And that's sort of that thing of, I don't want to waste any more of my time. I don't know, it's whether it's because I, you know, turning 50 and just going, okay, I should have learned a few things by now about my own emotions, my own feelings, the way I react to things. I am in a better position. I have my wisdom, you know, behind me to now just go, you know what? Let's spend our time doing the things we enjoy, doing the things that we love, doing the things that make us happy, and then getting rid. So maybe for 2025, let's get rid of the things that is not bringing us joy, that's not making us happy, that's, you know, we have control. I think because I don't know, for those of you that follow me, around about Christmas time, the Christmas family get-together was fine, you know, all was good, but I was just so angry. I was just so frustrated. I gave my husband and my kids the silent treatment for about 2 or 3 days. I'm going, I'm not going to talk to anyone. And then it's just, I've had enough. I don't want to be here. I've just had enough of everybody. And I've just, you know, I was sulking, I was sooking. And then I just look back and just go, wow, what a waste of time. And because I wanted to control how everyone should be reacting to what I want and what I do, and then I forget that, hang on, they also have their own emotions, they also have their own needs. They just, you know, because they think, you know, that, oh, we've got to look after mom, we've got to look after wife because she's vulnerable, she's all delicate. And it's just like, hang on, they have their own feelings. So something clicked and I just went, enough, Marianne, it's time for you to grow up, you know, and stop the sulking and stop the sulking. You're freaking 50 years old soon. It's like, enough. Worry about the things that bring you joy and happiness. And so that's the thing of, how did I get onto this topic? I don't even know why I got into this topic, but it's just really important to just do things that will make you happy. And then if there are things that aren't making you happy, maybe it's time to get rid of them. Oh yes, that's what I was thinking, is make 2025 the year of only putting things in our planner that make us happy, that bring us joy. Yes, there's going to be things that we probably are less desirable. Some of us, you know, our work is not the best things in our day-to-day life, but they're going to help bring the money and bring income to our family. But you can still bring joy into it, or create activities or tasks and self-care activities after it that is going to help bring the joy into your day. All right, so hopefully my little talk there helps anybody that had been feeling the same way. Okay, so that's going to bug me, so I think I had written community shorts instead of post. Now the correction tape, what's this one? This one is Whisper. I'll make sure I'll pop that. I don't know if that's in the my Amazon storefront, but it is cream. So this is great for your Hobonichi weeks, which is not white. So the correction tape I have is the Muji one, which is white. But if I put it on the cream paper, it's going to stand out. So this one, Whipper, cream tap. Okay, so have a look at that. I'll see if I can find it and pop it in my Amazon store. So see how the cream does not stand out on the cream page. So that should be community posts. All right. So let's have a look. The other thing that I like to do is then just divide this page up. I'd be fine with Monday, Tuesday, Friday. What's that? I'd be fine with Monday, Tuesday, Friday. What's that? Sulking on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday? I just used sticker backing to cover when I wrote on the wrong week. Yes, so those sticker back paper are lovely. Planner Love 76 says great idea, and yes, 143 planners. Never thought to use that. Yes, so save some of your you know, any of the sticker that you have. Pop in a little Ziploc bag. You know, just cut all these different ones. So then cut them, and then that way you've got these little sticker paper, and then they're great to cover up. Look, I mean, yes, it does stand out a little bit because it is darker, because, you know, it's a different set of different type of paper from the Hobonichi. But yeah, so these are the things that you can do to cover up any mistakes that you may make that might bother you a little bit. I didn't even know correction tape existed. Really? Yes. It's amazing what you can get influenced by with all the different different planner accounts. So what do I have? I think there's let me show you the different. So this is Muji correction tape. It's in white. So this one here, Whipper cream tape. I think Midori also has it in cream. So the MD paper is also in cream, as you can see. So I think it's a little bit wider. So see, this is what happens when you go up and down the aisle of stationery stores and you use it as part of your, you know, self-care routine. And no husband and no children are going, come on, Mom, hurry up, hurry up. You can actually look at each individual aisle, look at each individual shelf and see what they have. You know, some of them I just look and go, oh, I really don't need that. And some of them go, okay, that might come in handy, you know, later down the track. It can get dangerous. It can be a dangerous activity going up and down the aisle, you know, without any time frame, without anyone bugging you. Why is that not flat? Oh, okay, so that's the reason my little bookmark, it wasn't flat again. So remember, if you can find, this is the Sunstar. I couldn't find it in the Amazon, but Sunstar is the brand. Let me see if you can see that little circle star emblem. Yeah, there you go, Sunstar. Okay, so then one edge, so really any ruler that has an angled edge. If you do not want to be ruling pages on your planner and having it smudge, let me see if I'm okay. Even though, you know, it will not smudge, I still do take a lot of care when I remember not to. So let me see if I can show you on the see how, you know, I don't know if I can show you. So the edge, the angled edge does not lie flat against the paper, so it is less likely for the ink that gets transferred on the side of your ruler to get smudged when you remove it. Okay, so I have to thank Mark Your Pages for that little tip, which I learned from him I think maybe, I don't know if it was last year or the year before. So this is really good when the planner community shares all these lovely different tips. And like, you know, Lauren says, didn't even know about correction tapes. Yes, remember the liquid paper, the pen, or the for those of you, the liquid paper, and you had like the little bottle, and then you've got the little brush, so it's like a little nail polish pot type thing. So liquid paper, and then that's how you would go and correct any mistakes that you have. And then of course it'll clog up, it'll get all thick, and then when you try and write over it, then it comes off. So those correction tape that I have, they're pretty good. Like when you write, there's some, you know, cheaper ones out there. So when you write over it, the pen, you know, takes off the correction tape or scratches it. And then of course that is no good. I haven't had any problem with the Muji nor the other one that I saw. So I'll make sure if I can find it. Oh, why didn't that transfer? Let's try that again. Let's see. Okay, so again, some more dash marks, and then I'm going to go figure out a little positive affirmation that I can add at the bottom. I've been loving adding the text on my page in different highlighter colors. And then so it just makes things, and of course, you know, it fills in any gap that you may have. So let's add a few of these stickers here to the bottom. Just make it a little bit more fun. Let's add some ice cream on there. Can you see? Let's see what other ones. That one. And just, yeah, fill it up with stickers. Doesn't, you know, it doesn't have to make rhyme or reason why you're putting it there. It's because it's pretty. It's because it's pretty. Right, so just, and then it adds a nice contrast to, I'm just trying to see which one I haven't used. It adds a nice contrast to that washi tape behind it. All right, so there we go. Let's quickly have a look at the chat. Now you started to write an F instead of double E in yellow. Ah, yes, that one. So Monday, Tuesday, yeah, Friday I was going to write. I'll go and I'll try not to look at it. I'll try not to look at it, Mike. Hello there, Stephanie. Oh my goodness, are you live? Oh, actually, I read that as, are you alive? Yes, I am alive. Oh, happy day, such a wonderful surprise. Hi, hello, hello. Yes, so I took advantage of it because I didn't get to do the setup yesterday because I still have a really bad migraine because it's, you know, that time of the month. And so I couldn't move. So I went, you know what, stop, go and rest, have a big nap. I had a nap, I woke up, had lunch, it was still a bad headache, so I had another nap. So in the past, the old me would have gone, no, Marianne, you got to keep going, you got to, you know, you've got things to do, and work through the pain. I have learnt now that if I do that, and when I do that, I actually make it worse. I don't recover as, you know, as quickly. So you know how sometimes you get those one-day cold, you know, where it's just, you're like sneezing, you had the runny nose and your head is pounding. I had that, so I went, no point trying to work through it and then making myself even more sick, and then instead of taking only a day to recover, I'll take the whole week. So I let my planner not be set up. It's okay if your planner is not set up when the week starts, because you know what? You can do it the next day. All right, and so yeah, so it's that's why I'm here today doing it while everybody is still on school holidays and quiet in their own room. Stephanie, 1 pound fish, says, I was following your tips from the last live stream and finished a couple of tasks today. Yay! I love that. Thank you so much for letting me know. It's always good that, you know, anything that I do share through my own planning that helpfully inspires and gives people their ideas. So yes, oh, plannerets assemble indeed. I love it. Big hearts to 1 pound fish. I love it. I love it. I knew about correction tape. I just didn't know it came in cream. Ah, yes, that I was thinking, of course, you know, yes. Isn't that fabulous when, yeah, so many different versions. So I do like, let's have a look. So this one is narrower, which is great for the smaller errors, and then the MD, the Midori one is a little bit thicker. So, okay, so correction tape that I have that's in cream are these two, and they're pretty good because they don't transfer. You know how sometimes if you go and do correction tape and you got to go over it again, it takes off the one below it and it's like, and then you go over it again and it's just all wrecked, or when you ride over it, it comes off. So let's quickly have a look. I just found out about that as well from Katie Plans, another page. Yes, that's so cute. Feel better. Yeah, so woke up with the migraine today. So I, you know, wrote about it in my journal, going, all right, migraine. So I'm just going to take it easy, enjoy my planning session. So that's why I thought I'd come on here as well. Might as well take you along with me. Yes, no, migraines are the worst. Yes, they're nasty. They just make you like, you know, immobile. And just, but yeah. Oh no, I'm going to buy the tapes. Oh no! Marianne made me do it. Okay, so I won't write everything down that hello Jaden, how are you? Yay, nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you being here. Let's see what, what did I do? Let's see what I can do. Hey, welcome Jaden. I'm so glad you are here. Okay, so I won't write everything down, but what I'll do is I will write the things that I normally upload on a weekly basis. And where did my tweezers go? All right, so as part of the Square Lime Design Ice Cream Hobonichi Weeks kit, they've got this little cute dashed borders. So let's pop one. So of course, so I'm just going to back plan yesterday. I had my YouTube live, so let me zoom in a bit so you can see how I write this all down. So 5 a.m. live, so that's one. And then on Thursdays I will have, was it Thursday or was it Friday? Friday I'm going to have upload my blog article, and then Saturday morning, which color? Let's do this one. Let's do the teal. And then Saturday morning is my newsletter. So I send out a free email weekly newsletter with just, you know, tips that I am going, you know, with any maybe struggles or tips that I learn along the way that I love to share with you. A lot of times the corresponding blog, you know, goes into more detail about it, because of course I know not everyone, or well, for me, I love watching videos, but I also love reading about it, because for me sometimes reading the words down on paper helps me retain the information more. And I used to love blogging back in my handmade sewing doll days, where I just blog every week, and it's something that I enjoy putting, you know, accompanying picture with the words. So because I learn visually, it helps me seeing the words down on paper as well, and it helps me retain. So if you allow me, let me see if you sign up I've got a QR code there. I have freebies, the free printable downloads that you get access to when you sign up to my free email newsletter. So if you do a screen grab of this QR code, it'll send you to a form to sign up for the newsletter. I send out a welcome email with access to, I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 free printable downloads that you can add into your planner. And then that way also you will get weekly emails that I send out on my Saturday 3 a.m. so your Friday night, for those of you who are in the northern hemisphere. Just little tips or little prompts to make sure, are you planning your breaks? Are you adding anything in your planner that's you-centered instead of just all your to-dos and tasks and appointments and bills to pay? So because sometimes we forget, right? We forget to go and look after ourselves. We forget to put things on our tasks that looks after our mind, our emotions, our physical well-being and our mental well-being. So it's just a nice little reminder, and I love using it for myself too, because then I'm going, oh yeah, I need to do that. I haven't done that. I haven't reached out to a friend, or I will be so hard on myself when I don't get things done. So the weekly email newsletter is just your little friendly nudge to go, hey, if you're having a little bit of a tough time or a difficult time, it's okay. Let's focus on some wins. And so that is what my new newsletter is about. And I also do have a planners community, so that all gets sent on the email newsletter. So I appreciate you being here, Jaden, and yes, One Pound Fish also welcomes you. And that's what I really love about my Plannerettes community, because we get to meet friends this way. And I know a lot of the Plannerettes community that pop into my channel start following my other friends on YouTube and the others. So I've got all the known things that I do. Now, the other thing, can I ask you, would you listen to a podcast? I started podcast, I think 2 years ago, and then I, trying to juggle too many things all at the same time, I put it on hold. But I want to it's just more about the struggles that I go through, and then the things that I do, or the things I learn along the way that hopefully will also be helpful for any of you. So my target market really is, the 30s, 40s and 50-year-olds that actually know their SHIT, right? They are freaking great at what they do. They led teams, they've spoken in front of people, they're so confident, but somehow along the way we question ourselves and we question our abilities, and we get so anxious and we get so overwhelmed, and then we're so hard on ourselves. It's because, why am I like this? Any other time I'm so good, I'm so great, I can get things done, but then in the background I'm like, sulking or like sooking or like crying or just, being so hard on ourselves. And so what I want to do, this is my plan, is with the podcast, is just really me, whatever it is that I'm learning along the way. One of the first things that I want to share, if and when I do do a podcast, is what I did to get me out of that funk of being so angry, being so frustrated, being so helpless, feeling so hopeless, feeling not wanting to be here, feeling not wanting to go on, really dark moments. And I don't want to go and taint this lovely live with beautiful planners and beautiful setup with this. But I think a lot of us, well, for the ones that I have spoken to anyway, a lot of us are so good at what we do, but somewhere along the way there's a short circuit, there's a break in the circuit that makes us doubt ourselves, make us have all these limiting beliefs. We start to compare ourselves next to our neighbor. We start to worry about the past. We start to worry about the future. That all we need is someone to just say a sentence or spark a thought in our own mind that go, hey, maybe I'm not bad after all. Maybe I am a good person. Maybe I am a great wife. Maybe I am a good mother. So that is what I'm hoping my podcast. And so if this is something you would love to hear, let me know. Give me a thumbs up or say yes, it is something that's that you'd love to join listening to. But yeah, so anyway, so that's again my my thoughts going off in tangent. But yeah, so I have my live, my blog, my newsletter. Hopefully somewhere down the track is also a podcast, and create more shorter videos. I have lots of plans that I want to do, but knowing me and knowing my capacity and knowing my energy, I don't want to be so gung-ho at the beginning that then I burn myself out. I've learned now not to put too much pressure on myself, because I know, even though, yes, I do have a good foundation when it comes to planning, life gets in the way, the habits that we have built for the last 20, 30 years is going to take a little bit of time to either replace or a bit more time to build new habits that are good for us. And so I know for myself, I don't want to put too much pressure. There's so many things I want to do, but I just got to take it within my pace, within my capacity, pop my blinkers on and not compare myself to anyone else. Get inspiration from others, yes, but when I know it's going to bring that feeling of anxiety, resentment, jealousy in me, I've got to stop and just go, what can you do at the moment, Marianne, that's within your capacity and within your energy? Yes, £1 Finch says thumbs up for that. I'd like to listen to the podcast. I love podcasts, especially when I'm doing something else. Yes, me too. Like, when I'm doing my walk on my walking pad, because I can't, of course, take notes. So listening to podcasts just helps inspire those thoughts that, whatever I'm listening to. I'm so glad that you guys might be interested in that. All right, so here we are. We have the Hobonichi weeks, which I am using for my content planning. This is January 13th to 19th. I've divided up my horizontal weekly page into 2 columns. I use the Square Lime Designs ice cream sticker kit, and then used my Muji gel pens to create my borders and my lines. And then I have my habit tracker for my YouTube, Instagram, blog, newsletter, and Shopify. And then here I just added in all the different where I'm at with my Instagram followers, YouTube subscribers, how many email subscribers I have, and on Pinterest as well, and then any tasks and to-dos that I have. And I will add here, I'm going to look for something inspiring as a positive affirmation when it comes to my content planning that will help drive me forward when, I'm not even saying if, when I am feeling or when I start to question my abilities, I'll get to see it every day and go, like from last week, focused, I'm capable, I'm unstoppable. All right, so it's my little pep talk to myself. Start with one specific step, so not getting overwhelmed with too many things. £1 Fish says, your heart will know when it is right, and when you do, the plannerets will be there for you. Oh, thank you so much, Stephanie. Thank you. I do appreciate that. In your time and in your season, you're going to rock whatever you set your mind to. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that, and you have been such a wonderful support of myself personally, as well as, supporting me on all the different channels that I am on. And I do appreciate all the love that I do get from my Plannerettes community here on Instagram, as well on YouTube, as well as, you know, when I send out my newsletter and my blog. So thank you so much. So let's have a look. Okay, so for those of you maybe just tuning in, I'm using my Hobonichi Weeks as a content planner for the things that I do on a day-to-day basis to ensure I am staying consistent on my content on YouTube, Instagram, blog, newsletter. So that's first or last week of December. So just keeping it simple, adding a little bit of color, because of course it is important to make your planner pages pretty. It is one of the laws of behavior change, according to James Clear's book Atomic Habits, is make things obvious, make things attractive, make things satisfying, and make things easy. So whatever it is in your planner, if it's not easy, take it out. If it's not satisfying, take it out. If it's not pretty, you know, make it pretty. Pretty, whatever pretty is to you, right? It doesn't have to be all colorful and stickers. If you love just black pen and then that's it, that is pretty. So whatever it is aesthetically pleasing to your eye, do that. You do not have to follow anyone else's setup. However, I hope that you can get inspiration and ideas, if it's just one or two things, that will just help spark that joy and creativity in your planning. So that's that one. So let me clean up, then that way you can see. Clean up, I always say clean up as you go, clean up as you go. Let's see. Okay, so I am going to put back my Hobonichi Weeks into my traveler's notebook that lives in the middle. So I just find the middle of the planner and we'll pop that in the middle elastic. So that just lives there. Open it up to the current week. Grab my little stickers that I have. I'm going to pop that back in the craft file pocket. So then that way, we like to clean as we go. Make sure you are finding space for the things that's on your desk, that they have their little homes, because your environment is as important as anything else. Because if you have clutter, then, you know, it's less likely that your mind will be cluttered. And then I use my book clip to keep that open. I have that sitting on the side of my desk, so it's open, so I have a clear desk. Pop everything back where they belong. What's this one? It's a paper clip, and let me show you a little toy that I purchased. So this is, I think, another sun. This is a sun star. I think this is a sun star. So it holds your paper clip on one end. So you got a little bloop, a little area there, and then this is a stapler. So if you, let me quickly, I think I have this in my stationery list on Amazon. So I've just popped the link in the chat. So what it is if you open that and just open it a little bit, there's this little toggle button here. So if you press it down, okay, it moves this little metal thing that helps push all the staples out. And let's just have a look. Let's grab a little piece of paper, and then it staples it for you. Look at that. Nice. Okay, so that's currently the setting. And then if you want to close it again, open it back up. This little toggle with that metal, pop it back to the top. So then it's out of the way, and then it passes that bit there, and then it closes up. And it's nice, handy little stapler, handy little paper clip holder or anything else that you might want in there. Mints maybe. And so that can go in your pencil case, and now you have a handy stapler and paper clip holder on the go. I purchased this with my Christmas money from my parents. I always love saying that. It's like I'm 50 and I'm getting Christmas money, because I know that I would get better use than them trying to buy something that I probably won't use and will just sit, you know, at my desk. Oh, and this one also I think I purchased, so it's a little bookmark that has time blocking. I haven't used it for anything yet, but This is what I say. It's very dangerous when you go up and down the aisle of stationery stores free with no time, time restraints. You can get yourself in trouble finding stationery, I'm sure you don't need, but somewhere along the line we'll need along the way. And I think this is also, is this a Sunstar also? I don't know, but it's a pen style scissors. Okay, and then it locks. So that little lever locks it, and it's got the lid, and again, nice and handy in your pencil case, and you're not going to get stabbed. So that is in my Amazon. Just check that Stationery Tools Amazon affiliate link for that, and then let's have a look. Okay, so clear your desk. Try and ensure you are cleaning your desk as you go, and then that way, whenever you have to start back up again, you have a nice clear desk. So let me know if you haven't yet hit that like button. Oh, I would love for you to hit that like. So on Instagram, just double tap the heart, and on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button. Where are we? So I've got I'm just having a, where are we? What's this for? Wellbeing Planner spread. Where is that? That lives there. Okay, and of course make sure to follow me on Instagram as well as subscribe on YouTube. I do appreciate you. I'm going to be saying goodbye to my lovely Instagrammers and say thank you so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed that planner set up in my Hobonichi weeks for my content planning, and I will have the replay handy for you as soon as I finish this live stream. So bye-bye Instagrammers, bye-bye, and I'll see you soon. And then for those of you here on YouTube, thank you so much. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as hit the notify button, and then of course if you do want any of my planner printables, just check out my shop at maryanncresp.com. Got to do the plug, don't I, everybody? But I do appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will